everyone, and welcome to a new week's reading vlog. So it is already 6. It's late and I haven't updated you guys at all. And that's just because I was working all day. I actually had a very eventful morning where a robin got in my house and I spent about an hour and a half trying to get it out. I was able to, and it lived. I was very excited. And then I had work, which was actually really busy. I actually had stuff to do, which was very nice. And then I started 2 books today. So I realized I hadn't talked to you guys about how I'm going to be reading short story collection. So each week going forward, I'm going to have a short story collection that I'm going to read. This week is The Midnight Circus by Jane Yolen. But couple things. I didn't realize that it was a fairy tale short story collection. Like, it's like retellings, and I'm all here for it. And then it goes towards Newt's prompt to read a dark book, and it's mostly black and dark blue. So, and then for Avatar: The Last Page Turner, it's for the Air Nomad prompt to read a book that features air or wings or wind, and there's harpies on it which have wings. But it's a short story collection. There's 18 stories, and so I'm just gonna read 3 a day. And the first 2, so I read 3 of them during lunch, and the first 2 were just kind of introductions, like kind of a foreword and then a letter by the author. But yeah, so I read 1, which I gave a 3 out of 5 stars. It wasn't my favorite. I get the message, but I just didn't think it did much. And then also at lunch, I started Unbirthday by Liz Braswell. And I read 125 pages of it. So altogether, I read like 140, maybe 150 pages during lunch, which is insane. And I really, really enjoy Unbirthday. I think Liz Braswell does an amazing job at capturing the voice of Lewis Carroll. It's so just whimsical, and she says, she's like, this is a nonsense book because that's what Alice in Wonderland is, but she just does such a great job at capturing the writing style and like Alice's voice, and I think it's just really, really good. But I think it is really, really good. I'm having such a good time. But I've also started editing last week's reading vlog, and it's insane. Thank God I separated it into 2 vlogs, because the first one was like 35 minutes, and then this one was an hour and 45 minutes of raw footage. Oh my God, I'm like going through it, and I've edited like 20 minutes of it, but I just go on and on about The Midnight Bargain, which I loved. I loved The Midnight Bargain, but still, I was like, oh my God, this is insane. I was just going on way too much, and I think Rage of Dragons is gonna be the same, so I'm definitely gonna have to cut short on that. But if the vlog seems a little choppy, that's just because I just went on about these books so much that I just had to cut just a bunch of stuff to just, my computer was running out of disk space. Literally, I had to like, well, it turned out, I'm totally rambling again, but it turned out that when I did my booktube channel years ago, I thought I deleted all of the footage, but it all saved because there's iMovie and iMovie 1, and I remember it changing. I do. And so I like thought that iMovie, like it was all gone from iMovie, but it wasn't. It was all still there. And so I deleted all of that footage, and it cleared up so much disk space. I was just like, oh wow, which is amazing. Now I've got space, and then once I upload and save this past vlog to my hard drive, I'll have like even more space, and it's gonna be great. But now I'm going to go read another 100 pages of Unbirthday, and then probably do a little bit more editing. It's not gonna go up till Wednesday, so I still have a whole other day. But yeah, oh, TBR for the week. Let's go over that. So, Unbirthday goes towards the Ancient Runes prompt to read a book with an author that starts with B, Liz Braswell. And it goes towards Tome Topple to read the newest acquired tome. It's 512 pages, so it counts, and it's my newest required because it's an arc. And then next, I'm going to read Memory of Souls, which I am so excited about. And that goes towards read a book with dragons in the title or in the book. And even though there's no dragon in the title or on the cover, I know that dragons play a big part in the book series. One of the main villains is a dragon. So like, I know it's in the book. So I'm counting it. And then for the Tome Topple, it goes towards like the tome that's been on your TBR for the longest or something. And none of these books have been on my TBR for that long, like owned TBR, but I'm gonna say Memory of Souls because as soon as I finished Ruin of Kings, I was like, wow, I want the whole series right now, and all the books automatically went onto my TBR. So in context, it has been on my TBR for the longest because I literally hadn't bought like any of the other tomes that I have on this TBR since I read Ruin of Kings. So, and then I'm listening to Queens of the Conquest. It is more than 500 pages, and I'm just counting it towards read an audiobook. And then I'm also gonna read Orange, Volume 1. This is a manga, and it's for the prompt to read a manga, and it also goes towards read a book in the genre that you're unfamiliar with for Tome Topple, and I feel like it goes towards one more, but I can't remember. I will talk to you probably a lot later. Bye. Hi everyone, so it's 9:45 and this is gonna be my last update of the night, but I have been very productive. I took my dogs for a walk, I showered, and I finished Unbirthday, which I loved. I think it is probably my favorite Alice in Wonderland retelling. I think it's like a 4.25, 4.5 out of 5 stars. It wasn't like the best thing I've ever read, but I think Liz Braswell did a phenomenal job at encompassing the writing of Lewis Carroll and the characterization and how the characters act. I thought it was phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, and maybe if I think about it more, I'll be giving it a 5. On Goodreads, it will be a 5, but I'm not sure. It's between a 4.25 and a 5 stars, so definitely recommend it. Definitely go read it once it comes out. It was very, very good. But I'm going to go to sleep, and tomorrow I'm starting Memory of Souls by Jen Lyons, which I am so excited for. In my mid-year book freakout tag, it is like my most anticipated read, and that's definitely for sure. It goes for Transfiguration, the E category, which is to read a book with dragons in it. And this has dragons. The main villain is a dragon. It's all good, even though there's no dragon on the cover. It's an elephant. There was on the first book, so whatever. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I don't think I'm gonna do any more editing tonight. I might try, but it is almost 10 and I have been going to sleep just so late this month that I might want to just try to lay in bed and go to sleep. And that's very hard for me. I've got insomnia, so that's super hard. But if I just lay in bed for long enough, maybe I'll just fall asleep. But I'll talk to you in the morning. Hi everyone, it's like 12:20 and it's Tuesday. It's going fine. I don't really have that much work. I read the 3 stories of The Midnight Circus and I'm not really liking it. I think it's just very boring. None of the stories connect. I thought they were all gonna be set at like this circus, but they're not. They're set somewhere else, or I don't know, they're all set in different ways that, at least with the 4 stories I've read, they haven't connected at all. And they might like wrap up somehow and connect, but I don't know. And I just don't think any of them are very good. They're all like 5, 6 pages and very boring. And like, yeah, a couple of them have had messages, but, and one of them was from yesterday and 2 of them just haven't. And I'm just like, okay. And I just think they're very boring and don't really do anything. There's no real story. There's no real character development of any kind or anything, because they're all just so short. At least the 4 that I've read so far. And I'm just really hoping that it gets better, because right now they're all between 2 and 3 stars. So yeah, not great, not loving it. But I am super excited to start Memory of Souls. I'm just working. They haven't been sending me anything, so I'm just kind of waiting. I'm watching Wynonna Earp. I'm on season 3. It's so good. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. Season 4 is coming out right now. I'm very excited, but I only have like 5 episodes left of season 3, so I might just hang out and watch a lot of that. My dad's on a hike with my aunt right now, so I've got the house to myself. I do have to run an errand in town today, but then hopefully I'll just get some reading in and watch a bunch of Wynonna Earp, and I'll talk to you later. Hi everyone. Let me tell you, it has been a day. It is 6:10. I know I haven't updated until now, but it's just been so hectic. I finally have work to do at work, so that took up my whole time, and then I did have to take off work at 3 because I had a doctor's appointment that was an hour away from me. So I got back from that. I just finally uploaded my video, my reading vlog, and I am starving. I'm going to dinner at 6:30 and I cannot wait. I should actually be leaving like very soon. And so this is gonna be my last update for a while, first and last maybe. I'm 25% of the way through Memory of Souls. I'm loving it. It does take place after the events of the first 2 books and it's so good. I'm so excited to continue. I have not read my stories of Midnight Circus for today, so we'll see when I do that. But I did get some good progress into Queens of the Conquest. But that's about all I've got for you, and I'm just gonna have to talk to you later. Bye. Okay, everyone, it is 11:12, and I'm 38% of the way through Memory of Souls. I'm really enjoying it. I do have a hard time keeping names together and everyone together. I'm really... like the way they're all connected still very much confuses me, but if I just kind of ignore that and focus on the here and now, it's really good because they've all lived like multiple lives, and so they're all connected in so many different ways that I'm just like, it's hard to make sense of it. I wish there was like family trees of like each reincarnation. Like, okay, here's this reincarnation, here's how they're all connected, and then here's this one, and here's the one now. But they're not gonna do that. So yeah, that's kind of hard to get a grasp on. And then I just read the 3 stories I had to read today for the Midnight Circus. And I have realized a couple things. One, the readathon ends in 2 days. I don't know like where my brain was, but I just thought it was longer. I thought it was till Sunday. And then along those lines, I put Upon a Burning Throne on my TBR, even though I'm not planning on reading it till next week for the Scallywagathon. And like, I knew that, and yet I still put it on this, but I changed it because it was for an Asian main character by an Asian author, and I changed it to Orange Volume 1. Because I am gonna read that on Friday. So here's my plan. I am going to try and finish Memory of Souls, Orange Volume 1, and The Midnight Circus all within these next 3 days. Which I know Orange Volume 1 is like 500 pages. It's a tome, it's still a manga, and I'm hoping I can just fly through it. And I'm going to try and read as much of Memory of Souls as I can tomorrow. Today was just a hectic day. It was very busy. I had a lot of stuff to do, and tomorrow is going to be a lot more laid back. I do really need to go to the gym, but that's about my only plan. And so at lunch I'm going to read, I'll probably read as many stories of the Midnight Circus as I can, because I have 9 left and I've got 2 more days, which is fine because they're usually like 3 pages. But I'll be fine with that one. I'm not worried about that one. It's more finishing Midnight Souls. No, finishing Memory of Souls and Orange that I'm more nervous about. But I did enjoy 2 of the 3 stories I read today. I enjoyed all 3 of them more, but the first one that I read today I really liked. It's Requiem of Antarctica, and I'm a big fan of like something happened in history and no one really knows the answer, but here's my take on it, and it was supernatural, and I enjoy that a lot. I really liked the book Dead Mountain. Can't remember who it's by, but it's about the Dyatlov Pass incident. I heard about it first from Kayla from Books and Lala, and that really interested me, and it was on Scribd, and so I read it and really enjoyed it. But I really like that story. And then now I already can't remember the second story was very interesting because I connected with her so much. It's about this girl who thinks there's like monsters under her bed and in her closet, and I had the biggest fear of like ghosts and demons when I was younger, and I just like connected with her like so hard on it, and so I did enjoy that one. I'm probably not going to talk to you till tomorrow because it's late. I'm just going to try and get to 50%. I have 12% more. I'm going to try to get to 50% of Memory of Souls so that I can read as much tomorrow as I can, and then finish it off on Friday if I have to. Because that's gonna be 300 pages I'd have to read tomorrow, and that's just probably not gonna work. I'll try and read 200 pages. I'll try, but I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Hi everyone. So it's Thursday. I am home alone. I'm in the middle of work. It's been a busy, very hectic morning, but I thought I would update you on my reading. So I am 50% of the way through Memory of Souls. I'm loving it. I'm definitely getting more the feel of, I'm definitely understanding more of the different connections that they all have. I think they're talking about it more and more, and I'm starting to understand more and more like how they connect with the different reincarnations of themselves. Because like every main and supporting character in this book has been reincarnated. That's not a spoiler, I don't think, because it's like you go in knowing that these people are the prophesized bunch of people, but they've all been reincarnated like so many times over thousands of years that they're all connected in all these different ways, and it just got a little confusing. Now that they talk about it more, I'm definitely understanding it more. But I have a couple of things. First, I've got a book haul, and that is, I already unboxed it just because I didn't even think about it, but that is the next Tortle series by Tamora Pierce. So this month I finished the last book in the second series by her, but now I've got the Protector of the Small series. The first book being First Test, then Page, then Squire, and then the last is Lady Knight. Hi, sorry, I got a call that I had to take. But, so if the angle changed, that's why, and then I might have cut off literally in the middle of a sentence. But yes, I got those books. Very excited. They're going to last me from September through December, so the end of the year, I'm very excited. Can't believe it's already the end of the year. Whatever. But then I got some really, really exciting news yesterday. So I'm a screenwriter. That's my major in college. That's what I want to do. I want to write movies and TV shows, but specifically I want to turn books into movies or TV shows. As you know, I'm a huge reader. We're here on BookTube, obviously. So I just thought that that would be kind of perfect for me. But I met this author yesterday and she asked me what my major was. I said screenwriting, and she said, oh, have you ever wanted to turn a novel into a movie? And I was like, it's literally my dream. And she hired me to turn her novel into a screenplay. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Literally, she hired me and she was like, yeah, I'll pay you, of course. She was like, you know, let me know your going rate. And I'm like, my going rate? I don't have a going rate. This is the first thing I've ever been hired to write. So I've emailed a couple professors. I emailed my boss at my internship this past semester to be like, hi, what would you suggest I do? And yeah, so I'm going forward with that. I'm so excited. So I am gonna be reading that book this week as well so that I can get started on everything. But it sounds very interesting and it definitely sounds movie worthy with all like the themes and the plot. It definitely sounds like it could make a really interesting movie. But I'm so excited. I can't believe that this is happening. I'm freaking out. I've been freaking out for like 24 hours and yeah, so that happened. And I can't talk about it very much because it's so brand new and I don't have any permission to talk about it. But I guess movie companies are interested in the book, but they want a screenplay, and so we are going forward on that, hopefully. But yeah, I can't believe it. I'm so excited. I was just very scared because the whole time, whenever you talk to like alumni or people who are in the industry, they're always like, oh, well, you know, there's always a little bit of luck involved. You know, I was lucky that I made a good impression with my internship, so I got a job from it. I was lucky because of this or that, and it just freaked me out because luck is... You're lucky or you're unlucky. It doesn't, you can't do anything to like help that. And then I was lucky, and I definitely think this is luck because I just so happened to meet this author who wanted a screenwriter to turn her book into a movie, and that's literally my dream, and it happened. And I'm just so excited. The book is short, it's under 200 pages, so I think it's gonna translate really well to a movie because it's long books that are really hard to turn into movies because there's so much that you have to take out. While a short book, as long as it's got the components that make a good movie, you can include like almost everything, if not everything, from the book. And I'm so excited. I can't believe this happened. I totally freaked out, and I wanted to be able to tell you while I'm sitting down everything. So while I got the information yesterday, I was just like kind of handheld just chatting, and I didn't want to do it then. I wanted to be able to do a sit down thing and ask if you guys wanted like writing, not vlogs, but writing videos, kind of what like Haley and from Haley and Bookland does. If you'd like one of those, if you'd like a series of those, let me know. But yeah, this is really exciting and I'm freaking out. This book that I'm gonna read isn't gonna go towards any Newt's challenges, which is a lot, but it's still going to be, I'm still definitely gonna read it this week. I'm thinking Saturday. As I was saying yesterday, I realized that the last page turner ends tomorrow, so I'm gonna try and finish 3 books by tomorrow, which is a lot. I've read 3 more stories from the Midnight Circus. Didn't love any of them. They were very average. Again, we're sensing definitely a theme. Besides 2 stories, I have not really liked any of them. I've just found them either very thoroughly average or I didn't like them at all. And then Memory of Souls I'm loving, and then I'm picking up Orange as well tomorrow. It's so much. But yeah, so those are my reading plans for the rest of the week. It's Thursday. I've barely updated this week, and I think maybe part of it is because my last reading vlog was so long that I'm like so nervous to have another hour and 45 minutes worth of footage. And I'll talk to you all later. Hi everyone, it's Friday, it's 3 p.m. I haven't checked in yet today. I've done some reading because I didn't have a lot of work coming in until right before lunch. And then I went out to lunch with my neighbor. It was really nice, and now I'm back. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. So I'm 91% of the way through Memory of Souls, and stuff is going down. I'm so excited to continue. I was gonna try and finish it over lunch, but then I went out to lunch instead, which was really fun. And so I am going to, in between work coming in, I'm going to read that. But I also read, I want to say 4 short stories. Didn't like any of them. One of them was literally a 1 star. It was really bad. I think what's really driving me crazy about this short story collection is that so many of them, even if women are the supporting characters or the main characters, the women are just, their lives suck. It literally is like, okay, why is this woman writing all these stories where women are like being put down and being raped and being killed and being tortured and abused? And I'm like, I don't want to read this. And I'm totally fine with women not being the main character, but I don't want them to be abused and killed just for the sake of basically nothing, because none of these short stories have a plot. So the killing of the women don't do anything because there's no plot for it to further, and the torture of women doesn't do anything. And it seems like she's putting it in there just to appeal to an audience that I don't want to be associated with. So I know this book is going to be a really low rating, and so I'm going to try and finish Memory of Souls before I go to my mom's house. I have 2 more hours. Hopefully in between stuff coming in, I can finish that, because I don't know. I just want to get to my mom's house, finish the Midnight Circus and Orange, which I'm really excited to start. I'm a little nervous, but manga, I should fly through it, right? Even if it's 500 pages, you know, it shouldn't be a problem, right? Famous last words. And this is gonna go towards Newt's to read a manga, and for Avatar The Last Page Turner to read a book by an Asian author with an Asian main character, and then for Tometopolis to read a book from a genre that you don't usually read, and I've got my phone, a TBR Vet. So even though I don't own it, I got a Nook version of it. It's been just on my, I think I said Memory of Souls was a TBR Vet. What is Memory of Souls? Oh, Memory of Souls is just to read 1 tome. It's like, yep, just read 1, read Memory of Souls. Unbirthday was for a most recent tome. Rage of Dragons was to read a tome by a Black author. Orange is to read TBR Vet because it's been on my like Goodreads TBR and just my general TBR for a really long time. And to read an unpopular genre, for me, I don't read mangas almost ever. I read one last month, didn't love it, but not because of it being a manga, I just thought it was very boring. And so this one, yeah, and I think I read something about like Vampire Knight, but only like volume 1 like years and years and years ago. Those are the only mangas that I think ever read. And then for others, read 1 tome is Memory of Souls, and then audiobook is Queens of the Conquest, which I still have like 20 minutes left. I'm driving later, I'll listen to it then. And then to read a standalone, I'm going with My Calamity Jane. And then for biggest tome, Upon a Burning Throne. Sorry, I think I went over this all in my TBR, but I literally forgot all of them, and I thought they all went for different prompts. So yes, My Calamity Jane technically is part of a series, but they're each like standalones in the series, so I am counting it. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to work. I'll read Memory of Souls, and I will probably talk to you all a bit later, probably when I'm at my mom's house. Once I finish Memory of Souls. Hey everyone, so I just finished Memory of Souls, and wow, I forget every time just how masterful Jenn Lyons' climaxes are, because it was epic and insane, and I need the fourth one now, and this one hasn't even come out yet. It's a whole issue because wow, I am freaking out. I need it. 5 out of 5 stars. So good. If you have read the series, or you're getting into the series, or you're thinking about it, do know that it is a little confusing, but it's kind of on purpose because you're remembering, as the characters remember, you're learning about their past lives and how this all started. So yeah, you're in the dark for a while, but this book especially clears up a lot of stuff because they're starting to remember their previous lives. And it was so good. So good. It was amazing. I loved it. I think Jenn Lyons does such a phenomenal job at kind of detailing a realistic hero's perspective. There's this moment where Kieran kind of realized something, and it's heartbreaking. And then he comes to terms with it, and it's just like, being a hero is not all sunshine and butterflies. A lot of times it requires sacrifice. It requires hardships and death and knowing when you lose, and it was really brutal. But very, very good. I think she's just got that down perfectly, and how Kieran reacted I thought was really fantastic. I loved the 4 main characters. I love the romance. I'm so excited. Something happened that I literally like squealed about. I think it happened last night, and I was in bed like, ah! So yeah, really excited for the 4th one. But then I'm going to finish Midnight Circus, which I'm going to read a little bit of now. So I will probably chat with you once I finish the Midnight Circus or Orange, whatever I finish first. Probably Midnight Circus, but yeah, I'll talk to you later. Okay, so I just finished Midnight Circus, and it's 4:40, so I only have 20 minutes left of work. And I thought I'd talk a little bit about some of the stories. So overall, I gave it a 2.5 stars. On Goodreads, I gave it a 2, because there's no way I wanted to give it a 3. I think 2.5 is honestly, I think I was a little generous, because honestly, I didn't like it at all. Not one whatsoever. My favorite story was Become a Warrior. This was about a girl who sees her dad and brother get killed, or like hears about it. I think she witnesses it, or she comes across them being dead. And she goes off into the wilderness for like 10 years, and then she gets her revenge. We love a good revenge plot. She does it very well. She's very cool. And I gave it like a 4.25 stars, and that's about as good as it gets. My least favorite book was Dog Boy Remembers, and I still am like, what the frick was this? It's about this boy whose mother was in a super toxic relationship, and his dad like is raising him as a dog to like track people and things, and he's like basically halfway to feral, and then like his mom's treated horribly, which kind of goes along with the abusive women plotline that ran through a lot of this. And it was just not good. I just hated every moment of it. It was just bad. I hated almost every moment of this whole book. So yeah, that sucks. This author's like very prolific too. She's won like a bunch of awards, and not for this, hopefully, because it's so bad. I thought it was terrible. Most of the stories didn't have morals, didn't have plot lines. I mean, my least favorite did have a plot, and I'm like, bummer that it was my least favorite, because at least that one had a plot, but most of them didn't have anything. It was like a couple stories of flowery language, and that's it. Like literally nothing else. I was like, okay, what was this? I don't know. Didn't like it at all. Don't recommend it. I will probably never pick up anything else by Jane Yolen. But for the rest of the day, my plan is to read Orange. I will update you tomorrow with my thoughts and everything, and finish, or not tomorrow, I'm sorry, I'll update you later once I finish Orange and with my thoughts and wrap up Avatar: The Last Page Turner. I'm sad. I love Avatar. I'm sad it's over. Okay, bye. I forgot to record, but I just opened a package, and it's Midnight Sun. For those of you who haven't heard of it, it's Twilight from Edward's point of view. It's 655 pages. It's huge. I'm so excited. I was wanting this since like it first came out, that like she was gonna be writing one back in like, when was it, 2010. And then when it fell apart, and then I reread those like 100 pages that she posted online like so many friggin' times. And now it's here. Oh my God, I can't believe it's here. Let's see what's under the dust jacket. No, it's just black, boring. But yeah, wow, 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 wow. I want to read it right now. I want to read it right now. I really do. I really just want to curl up in bed and read this right now. What if, okay, so I'm almost done with Orange already. I don't know why, I don't know. I don't think it's 500 pages. I don't quite understand how this worked. Maybe Barnes & Noble for Nook doesn't sell like the actual full volume one. I don't know. But I kind of want to start this tonight, read the book that I was hired to write a script for tomorrow, and then finish this on Sunday. Can I do it? I'm sure I can. I kind of wanna, like, really badly. I might do that. Honestly, I might do that because I want to read this so desperately. I cannot believe it's here. So I will talk with you later, probably once I finish Orange. I'm not loving it. I think the main character is very annoying. Like, I'm definitely like the mom of my group of friends, so like I get that part of it, but like I don't know, I just don't overanalyze stuff that badly. Like she just has this anxiety that she's just, and like I think a lot of people can probably relate to it. I just can't, and she annoys the heck out of me. So we'll see. I think she's getting better as like the guy's like starting to kind of break her out of her shell, but I don't know. I'm not loving it at the moment. I'm enjoying it, it's fine, but I'm not loving it. I'm also really scared that if I read this, it's gonna put me in a book slump because I have so many more books on my TBR. I have like, I think I've read like 20 books, so I have like, okay, oh wow, God, I only have 16 more books. Isn't that insane? I can't believe it. That's insane. But yeah, so we'll see. I'll talk to you all later. I think I'm gonna have to read this. I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking about it till I do. I'll see you later. So ignore all this in the background. It's not trash, I promise. It's like summer stuff, I don't know. But I did not like Orange. Not almost at all. I couldn't stand the main character. I thought she was just so annoying and just like, she just kept repeating herself over and over and over again, being like, I can't do that, I can't do this. And like, I don't know, I don't get it. I know this is probably more this other girl's fault, but like she's like, I can't be friends with him because now he has a girlfriend. And it's like, I've been friends with the guys who have girlfriends. Like, you're friends, get over it. Like, I don't know, I'm just like, I just thought the whole situation was very annoying. And she'd just be like, I'm sorry, my future self, I just can't do it. I'm like, shut up, you know this guy is going to die. You know he's going to die. As if your future self is being like, hey, don't let him die. And she's just like, I can't do it. It's like, you're then letting him die, basically. And she just drove me insane. Couldn't stand her. Could not stand her. And I'm just so confused because I know like Nook pages sometimes do not correlate to actual pages, but this was so short. And I'm like, how? I don't know. I feel like maybe this is only like half of the actual volume 1 or something, because this is not 500 pages. And I thought the manga was. So I'm a little confused. Let me know if you know the difference between the Nook Orange and the regular Orange, because I don't. But yeah, it annoyed me a lot, and I did not like her at all. So I don't know if I'm going to continue. But yeah, I'm done with that. I'm probably going to give it like a 2.75 stars, but on like Goodreads I'll give it like a 5 stars. I'm a 3 star. But yeah, my battery's flashing, so I gotta go charge my camera, but I am going to pick up Midnight Sun, and I'll talk to you all later. Hi everyone. So it's 10. Before I get into Midnight Sun, I thought I'd just wrap up Avatar: The Last Page Turner. So let's just quickly go through the prompts. I've got all the prompts pulled up on my phone. You can kind of see that. And yeah, I'm not gonna pull out any of the books, but I'm just gonna talk about them. And I had to make a change because I realized Memory of Souls does not have fire anywhere on the cover. And for Fire Nation, I put it for fire on the cover, which is great. I'm just so proud of myself. But I do have a change, so that works. Okay, so for Earth Kingdom, for the first prompt, it's read a book with green or brown on the cover, and I went with The Rise of Kyoshi. And then to read a book with a black main character by a black author, I went with The City We Became. And for the last prompt for Earth Kingdom, it is to read a book with nature on the cover, and I went with Lumberjanes Volume 12. For Fire Nation, to read a red or orange cover, I went with Fable by Adrienne Young. And then for Fire on the cover, I went with Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. And then to read a book with a Latinx main character by a Latinx author, I went with Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angeles. For the Air Nomads, to read a white cover, I went with Season of Storms by Andrzej Sapkowski. There we go. It has a lot of white on the cover. Rage of Dragons has embers, so I had to change that. And then to read an Asian main character by an Asian author, I went with Orange Volume 1. And to read a book with air represented on the cover in wings or a plane, I went with wings. I went with The Midnight Circus. And then for Water Tribe, to read a blue book, I went with Queens of the Conquest. And for Water on the Cover, I went with Goldie Vance Volume 3. The only prompt I did not get to was to read a book by an Indigenous author. It definitely showed a sore lacking on my part to have any sort of Indigenous representation on my TBR, because I literally couldn't think of one book, and that's not great. If I didn't have such a strict TBR this month, I would have grabbed something from the library. I would have looked something up. I would have gotten it. But with 36 books on my TBR, now 37, 38, am I insane? Yes. Is it gonna work? Hopefully. Also yes. But now with 38 books on my TBR, I just could not figure getting another one in there. But I enjoyed most of the books I read. There were a couple definite fails. But yeah, so I definitely consider it a success. Hi everyone, it's Max. So it is Sunday and I thought I would just wrap up this vlog. It's a little bit of a mess, but that's because I read a book that I can't tell you about. I did finish it. I gave it a 4.25 out of 5 stars. I did really like it and I do think it'll make a really good movie. And then I also finished Midnight Sun, which was so good. Stay tuned for that vlog on Wednesday because I felt all the emotions. I felt all the emotions, and hopefully I explain it better in that video. And then I mostly wrapped up this video already on Friday, so I'm not gonna go through all the books I read this week. I did overall read 7, 5 of which were in a vlog, in this vlog talked about. So yeah, that was all good. And I hope you all enjoy. I'm going to be starting the Scallywag-a-thon today now that I finish this other book, because it starts today and I totally forgot. I thought it was Monday through Sunday. Thank God Allie from A Hardback Hoarder decided to make it 8 days. She was like, because a lot of people need that extra day. I'm like, yeah, I'm one of them. Usually I'm never one of them. Usually I'm totally fine with like the 7 days, but because I just got my days mixed up, it's necessary. So yes, stay tuned for that vlog next week. I hope you all enjoyed and I hope you have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.